Good evening and welcome to Lagos Studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiron, thanking you for finding time to join us. The Osun Governorship Elections Tribunal sitting in Abuja has declared Senator Ademola Adeleke of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) as the winner of the governorship election. The three-man tribunal said the rerun was not necessary, hence the invalidation of results from 7 polling units where elections took place. The first ballot of the Osun gubernatorial elections took place on Saturday, September 22nd, 2018, while the second ballot took place on Thursday, September 27, 2018. In a quick reaction to the ruling, the All Progressive Congress (APC) in Osun has rejected the election petition tribunal verdict that declared Adeleke the winner of the 2018 governorship election in the state. According to the party, the verdict cannot stand superior legal scrutiny and it has immediately filed an appeal against it. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party in Osun State have hailed the judgment as a triumph of the people's will.
The election was held here on the 27th of September. But notwithstanding, this verdict cannot stand the legal scrutiny of the Superior Court. And that is exactly where we are going. To challenge the decision of the tribunal, because you can't place something on nothing.
Today, or what we had today happen, was democracy. It was the rule of law. It was the justice of the matter, and it's the truth. Today, in Nigeria, in the city of Abuja, the theory of inconclusiveness met its Waterloo as Osun election was concluded. It's hinged on the fact of the matter, the law and the will of the people that is upon us. And everybody in Osun State, in Nigeria, all over the globe can attest to the fact that Osun people had shown their preference on the 2nd of September 2018 before the doctrine of inconclusiveness was brought to play. And justice of the matter will happen.
In Lagos, IATV News had a chat with the immediate past chairman of the Ikeja branch, Nigerian Bar Association. He clarified that the defendant has the liberty to appeal the judgment of the tribunal. He maintained the incumbent governor, Boyega Oyetola, remains the state governor pending the determination of the Court of Appeal ruling.
I'm happy to hear that the tribunal has finally done its work in its own wisdom. And I'm also happy that the party that lost out has also been very diligent in filing an appeal. Because if there is no appeal whatsoever, abdication is what it means. That you just have to leave. But the position of the law is that when there is a judgment at the starting level of the hierarchy of courts, in itself is not absolute where it is appealed. Even though there's a caveat that mere appeal is not enough, filing mere notice of appeal is not enough. You have to do a little more, bringing applications for stay of execution of judgment, compilation of records and transmission of records. But because of this, the special nature of the electoral situation, what the state government has done, and I think under the electoral law, makes Oyetola still the governor. That's
The Election Tribunal has directed Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to issue a new certificate of return to Senator Ademola Adeleke of the PDP. Plight of women in agriculture. Fishing is a major occupation of people of the riverine communities of the Niger Delta, but the major challenges of women engaged in the trade is insufficient support to maximize the women participation in agriculture. A visit to the various riverine communities in Ondo State confirmed that most women in the region take advantage of large water mass to embark on fishing business to make a living. One of such women, Omowumi Omowole, says their major challenge is the availability of capital and provision of modern and efficient means of smoking their fish.
They dry, but no money to buy fish. They dry. The oven, we take and dry fish now. Better pass the aka when we they take dry fish. Now I can't tell them to make them do.
Other women, like Omoumi, say the old method of smoking fish is time-consuming and relatively expensive, but with the introduction of modern smoking cane oven, it is less stressful for them.
Still trying to experiment it because we also have to look at the economic aspect of it. Providing smoking cane for them. Like I said, we were thinking of a cooperative approach, putting some together in a cluster and giving them. But if we find out that this will be much more efficient, that we will support it. It's also simply means that we have to provide some soft fund for them to be able to buy the inputs that will be required for them to move this program forward.
Is to look at how we increase women's awareness about technologies, particularly women in agriculture, technologies that can help to improve their status and help their efficiencies and productivity in their farming work that they do.
But how can the government come to the aid of the women who rather own and operate their individual fish processing ovens within their households? It is hoped that the relevant government agencies will provide the necessary infrastructures, incentives for women in the agriculture business for the growth and development of the Niger Delta region. Nigerians have been cautioned against the consumption of genetically modified foods being brought into the country. Jumoke Owola, a public health advocate, gave the charge during an interview with IATV News in Lagos. Owola noted that the widespread of terminal diseases in the country across all ages could be attributed to inadequate consumption of organic foods, resulting into low immune systems.
We should sit down, go back to the drawing board, don't condemn everything in totality. If this thing has made your grandfather to be alive for up to 80, 90 years, then sit down and look at it. They will most say that don't take today, it's not good for your body, it will give you cholesterol. Tomorrow they will come again. They are using us as guinea pigs. They say that eat 4 eggs in a day is good for your body. You see a 9-year-old child having kidney problem. Giving a 4-year-old child eyeglasses at this age, what are you going to give to him when he's 18 or 17?
She called on Nigerians to be mindful of the things they eat, as the totality of human well-being will depend to a large extent on the quality of what they consume. And now to the business news. The federal government has denied that it is contemplating increasing the value-added tax VAT by 50%. The fact remains that the government did not deny that plans are underway to increase tax rates. Realizing the impact the proposal will have on the economy at both micro and macro levels, stakeholders have been reacting to the development. In an interview in Ibadan, a financial analyst, Yinka Akitunde, said the proposal will increase the cost of production and consequently reduce consumers' purchasing power. Akitunde therefore urged the government to suspend the proposal and opt for consumer-friendly policies.
Time you buy your products, the VAT will be added to the cost of whatever you are buying. So to the consumer, whether they like it or not, one, prices of our commodities will increase because manufacturers, by the time they are buying their raw materials, the cost will increase. In essence, cost of production is increasing no matter how small in their months. And of course, if the cost of production has increased, definitely the cost of finished products, including food items that you get from all these groceries and stores, the costs of purchasing those items too will definitely increase.
On the other hand, a commercial lawyer, Oladipo Olasope, said there is nothing wrong with the proposal, pointing out that economies all over the world run on tax revenues.
Economy that is totally dependent on petrol and petroleum products, crude oil to be precise. Our economy cannot continue to rely on such. We must diversify into other things. Where you are doing a commercial transaction, you must know that there are some statutory fees that should be paid to the government. These are also ways by which the government can generate revenue. If the government justifies usage of the increase, I see no reason why it shouldn't be there.
A value-added tax, VAT, is a consumption tax placed on a product whenever value is added at a stage of the supply chain, from production to the point of sale. And now to the stock market report. Stockbrokers acting on the instructions of investors traded in a total of 231 million ordinary shares valued at 2.6 billion naira. When the closing bell rang, Access Bank PLC led the activity chart with 98 million ordinary shares valued at 722 million naira. Zenith Bank PLC came second on the activity chart with 21 million ordinary shares valued at 463 million naira. International Breweries PLC topped the Guinness chart with 1 naira 95 kobo to close trading at 26 naira. Dangote Cement came second with 1 naira 6 kobo gain to close at 189 naira 70 kobo. However, Total led the pack of losers with a drop of 4 naira to close trading at 196 naira. Cadbury PLC dropped 1 naira 10 kobo to close dealings at 9 naira 10 kobo. All share index closed today's trading at 31,139.35 points, a 0.82% improvement when compared with Thursday, March 21st dealings, all in a total of 3,253 transactions, while market capitalization came to a close at 11.6 trillion naira. And with that, we come to the end of the news, which came to you from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Labiron, thanking you for staying with us. Good evening.